IDS, and intrusion prevention systems, IPS. An IDS system is a solution designed to detect unauthorized user activities, attacks, and network compromises. Is the device being accessed inappropriately? If so, it's detected, and basically the oh no's are sent up. Oh no's, somebody's informed. Basically, we have this firewall here in between the internet and the rest of the system. Then we have a firewall here between the web server, the mail server, and DNS, and then a firewall here between the corporate network. So traffic is going to come in here, hit the firewall, be able to come over here and gain access here, and then these users can come over here and gain access to webmail, the server, whatever they need information to. This is an example of a single perimeter network. Let's just go back really quick. So here's a dual firewall here. Here's a single firewall. So we have a single firewall that provides a similar function. And now we're back to demo time. This is a demo about routing.
Oh, is it?
Yes. Routing.
Well, what I will do, because again, you hear the word routing. We've talked about routers. We've talked about firewalls. We've talked about traffic in and out. Routing is a complex. Well, it's like security. There are people whose entire jobs is routing. You guys have heard of Cisco, right? Everybody? I assume you've heard of Cisco once or twice. You guys, I'm talking to the guys back in the back here. We're not supposed to talk about them. We all know Cisco.
Never heard.
Never heard of them. So what I am going to show you is, well, let's dive into a little bit of server fundamentals here. I'm going to open up Server Manager. This again is 2012. This may look a little bit different than what you've got, but the idea is the same. We're going to add some roles and features. Add roles and features. Role-based installation. That's the computer we want. All the way down here. Let me see what all this installs. Make sure we're good. I'm not going to worry about the add-ons that we normally give. So, and something you'll notice, this is another change in Server 2012. This is just remote access. It's not routing and remote access like it used to be. You may have noticed that. But it is still routing. Next. And this installs very quickly, so I don't have to worry about this taking a half an hour and I was just sitting here doing nothing. And you'll see little mentions. While Microsoft is very able to change a feature name and really change it in the interface, that phrase, that word, that title may be documented approximately 1 billion places on Earth. You may see some interchangeability. Direct access and RS VPN into a single management console. We're not going to worry too much about that. We're just going to get this running. I'm going to turn off. Oh, let me hold off on that. Direct access and VPN I don't want. We're just worried about routing. I'm going to turn this feature off. It tells me because I'm turning that off, I can remove some of the prerequisite features that were added when I added the remote access role. No, not, but what? It doesn't want to let me do just one or the other. I can turn off routing. I can't turn off direct access and RAS without having routing. It's not going to let me do it. So next, that's fine. We're going to take the role services it gave us. We're not worried about customizing that at all. Let's get this up and running, and this will get done. The problem I'm going to have with this demo, it would take forever is the biggest problem. Setting up routes, setting up RAS servers, getting two of them to talk to each other, especially with networks behind them, a little complicated. But we're going to at least take a look at the interface for using Windows as a router if you choose to do so. I wish I could pull up a search engine and just show the dozen or 2 dozen or 3 dozen or 400 different interfaces for different types of routing solutions, whether it's software-based as Windows or hardware-based as Cisco device, any other any other manufacturer of routers that exist out there. And another pointer, something we mentioned before when we talked about, what was the topic we were talking about just a couple of minutes ago? Firewalls. Routers, by definition, do a certain thing. A lot of devices these days, whether or not they're called a router, may do some routing. And some things called routers may do other things that aren't routing. I'm not going to be nitpicky about defining each of those different things, and you're usually not going to see that on a test, on an exam, on something that is really pertinent. Just know that you're going to see a lot of overlap. Gateways, switches, routers, they all sort of share some functionality. And because of that, because everybody makes them, there are 100 different devices with 100 different interfaces, and this is the only one I can show you in a demo, is ours. So is that installed? Oh, did I close? Oh, good, I didn't. I thought I closed Server Manager for a second. This actually gives me the status of the install while it's happening. I don't have to sit and wait for it. Although my flag's not. Oh, good. Server Manager's hung up. Awesome. Love it when demos do that. There we go. Oh, still thinking about. There we go. So it's still installing. I can come back and check this. There we go. Succeeded. Close that.
Where's the ta-da? Ta-da!
I wish any of these tools would do that when things finished. It would say ta-da. Routing remote access. So now it appears in our tools menu. And it thinks and it comes up. So in here, this is one of the nice things about servers, or about this particular feature of servers. You have to set up the basics before it'll even let you turn on the service. Determine what you want to do. I don't want remote access. I don't want NAT. 2 private networks. This would be a site-to-site VPN or a custom, which is where if you're purely doing routing, that's where this is going to be. LAN routing. That's it. I'm just telling it what I want to do. It's going to set up some interfaces. It's going to enable the service. It's going to take just a second, and I'll be able to get in and take a look. And hopefully it won't disconnect me. Oh, I can't. It's not. I'm not network-based, I guess, so I'm good. And we're up and running. Now, in here is where I set different interfaces. Again, we're talking about routing, so I'm probably on a server with more than one network interface card, or NIC, that's connecting to those multiple networks. This is where I can see what those are. I can get into some information. These ones aren't. It's all pre-built, or what came with the server, basically. And in here I can build my routes if I want to. I'm trying to explain this as best I can without going into deep explanation of routing and routing tables and multiple interfaces and how it all works and how it all goes together. For now, this is the interface you're going to see. You're going to get your server, your multiple network interfaces, your static routes if you want to build them, which if you're building this server to service 2 network segments, you're going to build static routes. They're going to be pretty simple. New static route, destination, mask, and the gateway to get to it on a given interface. And usually, again, you'll have more than one interface as determined up here. Cancel that, come up here. General, this just shows status of existing interfaces. I think that's it. The only other thing I'll show you in here is show IP routing table. This is what's been built by the server. It already exists.